What's up, guys? Uncomplicated Peace as well. I am back with you. What are we talking about today? I got so much going on in life right now. I got some exams I have to take for finance to keep pushing with my little career here. And I just got a lot going on, guys. Uncomplicated Peace. I started this podcast because I just wanted to bring some positivity, some encouragement, some motivation. I don't know, any fragment of positive energy to these United States of America or anybody listening worldwide. I'm so tired of the negativity, the negative stories, and basically the overall bullshit that people are doing in the world. So this is like my little attempt to bring something positive, some new energy. So with that being said, today, what is on my mind? Because I just got out of the gym, actually. What is on my mind is you want to get to the next level, so to speak. I hate that phrase, to be honest with you. You want to get from A to B. You're somewhere in life right now with your career, right? And you feel like you're turning tires. Every year looks like the same year. Every month looks like the same month. And you feel like you want more out of life, more time, more money, more whatever, okay? I'm gonna tell you, you're gonna have to put in extra work. Extra work is probably the name of the game, is what this is about today. You're gonna have to do more. The days of being, I know this is gonna upset some people, but I'm not trying to upset you, I'm just being honest. The days of being what's called average are over. If you're the type of person who wants to wake up, go to the job at 8, have your lunch, your couple of breaks, leave at 4, you're not gonna be who you wanna be. You're gonna have to do more. Memorial weekend, I was working. I found time to get to the pool, but I was working, studying, sharpening my swords. Iron sharpens iron, steel sharpens steel. So this weekend, I got another 3-day, right? So I'm not working Monday. What am I doing? I'm working. I'm not chilling, I'm not kicking it. I'll probably go get some wine because I love drinking wine. Probably get a little some dinner later on. But I'm putting in that work. I'm working. And if you want to be and get to where you want to go, you're going to have to put in that little extra. People ask me all the time, or they say, well, you should slow down. Well, it's not that serious. But yet these are the same people that want more out of life. I don't get it. So, sorry guys. So what I'm saying is, if you're frustrated with what's going on in your career or not going on in your career, I want you to not look at your boss. Don't look at your coworkers. Don't look at your job. Don't look at any of that. I want you to look at yourself. I want you to ask yourself, if you would give a lot more, where would you be? True story. I was messing with, I know this teacher, right? North Carolina. And she loved to shop and travel, do stuff. That's cool. So she used to complain about how she never made enough money. Teachers weren't respected and they didn't make money. I said, okay, I get it, right? So she would always push this thing, but I would watch her lifestyle and what she was doing. I was like, I don't think she's putting in work. So I would ask her, let me ask you this. What would you do if you got a letter from the school board or whatever, and they said they're gonna raise your salary an additional $50,000 on top of what you're making right now? What would you do different than you're doing right now? Oh my gosh, well, If they give me an extra 50 in my paycheck, let me tell you, I get to work like a half hour early and try to set this thing up. And then I had these ideas on what I could do and help these kids pass these standardized tests. And I think I could do this tutoring thing. And then I think I could. And I said, stop. I said, right there, you are a loser. Because number one, they're already paying you to be that teacher and you're not doing it. When you went to that job, all this stuff you're saying you would do is what they already paying you to do, and you're not doing it. You're not doing it. But yet, if they give you some extra money, now all of a sudden you're going to do what you already agreed you would do for the money you're making right now. See, a lot of you are performing at such a low level. Is what we call in the military maxing the minimum of life. You maxing the minimum, but you want maximum money. So you sign on to a job. They tell you this is the standard of this job. You say, yeah, boss, I can do it. Yes, sir. Yes, ma'am. You give me the job. I'm going to be the best worker. You get into the job, you start doing this much. Then you came in here. Now you're doing here. Now you tired of them, you sick of them, you telling them they better not ask you to do nothing else because you about to get off and all of this other stuff. And you're wondering why you don't get anything. But yet, I remember a true story. I couldn't find a job one time. And I looked for like a couple of weeks trying to find a job. Couldn't get a job. Nobody was hiring. Hard as hell, right? Trying to get a job. I took some trash bags and I went to the local churches in my community. There's a whole bunch of them because I was in the South at the time. I took those trash bags and I started cleaning the churches, picking up the trash and garbage in the churches. Do you know, on 3 different occasions, 3 different pastors saw me and, it was all like, what are you doing? And, why are you here? I said, I'm just trying to serve God. I'm just trying to do my little part. Thought I could clean up some trash. Oh, okay. But you know what they didn't ask me? Why are you here cleaning it? Why are you here picking up trash at the church, not getting paid on a day off? And no one ever does that. They didn't ask me what my personal issue is. They don't know I needed a job. They don't know I didn't have it like I wanted, right? What I was doing in that moment was I was sharpening my steel. Show you what I mean. See, I know God don't miss giving. It's not about your ability to receive, because they was negative to me and I'm doing something for them. It's about my heart to give. So I kept my heart right in times when I needed money and needed a job and couldn't get a job. I created an opportunity. I created a job, even though the job didn't pay. I created the opportunity and I served. I served and did work for no money. God saw it. It was probably a week and a half later, I get this great job and now I'm back to making money and I'm back in the game of life. Boom, boom, boom. Why? My head was right. I was sharpening myself. I get to that job, guess what? They hire me here, I'm doing this much. They hire me here, I'm doing this much. Why? Because I'm giving more. I'm giving value. They promoted me. I got promoted 3 times in 1 year. I got promoted 3 times in 1 year. Why? Because I was already right. My mind was right, sharpening that steel. Knowing this is what I'm going to do. This is how I'm going to do it. This is how I'm going to set my mind right. See, what I'm trying to tell you guys also is you need to respect the work. You don't respect work. I learned this from my grandfather in the country. Countryman taught me this. This is one lesson I take with everything I do. If you want to know why I'm outworking you, why I take the job more serious than you, why I'm grinding and you're not, why I'm not looking at the clock waiting on lunch and I'll work through lunch, is because I respect the work. I respect the opportunity to work. And I respect that I have the ability to work and I give it 100%. I respect the work. When you take your eyes off of money, money comes. Let me say it again, because I know it didn't missed a bunch of people. When you take your eyes off of money, money comes, because your behavior is not directed by money. Your behavior is what's on the inside of you. If you a half-ass person, you're gonna do a half-ass job. It don't matter how much money they give you. You just a half-ass person. But when your mindset is set to winner, you never see half of anything. You locked in on winner. Even when you don't feel well, you still grind on winner mode. I know that because I worked probably 3 days this week with like maybe an hour's worth of sleep. Locked in on winner, still sharpening that steel, still sharpening that iron, locked in. So what I'm saying, guys, is you need to, number one, respect the ability to work. You have a job, respect that job. Trust me, nothing like not having the ability to work and need to make a dollar and you can't work. Number two, if you want more, you need to create it. You need to create it in your mindset. You need to create it in your work ethic. People will respond to your work ethic in a very positive way when you turn it up and show them, I'm bringing value. I'm giving that energy. And stop being one of those people that's sitting at the job. Oh, I just stay to myself and mind my business. I just work hard and I don't say nothing to nobody. That's why you're getting overlooked. You need to let people know you bringing it. Stop sitting around being a potted plant or a piece of furniture at the job. Speak for yourself. Let people know, hey, that was a good report I wrote out. You understand? Let people know. Stop sitting around. You need to let people see what you're doing. Talk about yourself. Put it out there. Promote yourself a little bit. There's nothing wrong with that because people will walk right by you. The squeaky wheel get the grease. And I know that sounds old-fashioned as hell, but it's the truth. The squeaky wheel gets the grease. Don't nobody look for quiet, silent people who fade out in the background. People find energy sexy. People find enthusiasm sexy. They want to be about it. They want to be around you. When you walk with that energy attitude and you talking to people and meeting and greeting people, they find that extremely attractive. When you're like, I'm not saying nothing, I'm just staying in my little corner, we'll never know you exist. You could be the greatest thing since peanut butter, but nobody would ever know because you won't say anything for yourself. All right, so respect the work. Put in extra. Even though they're not paying you, you put it in because that's who you are. Your excellence has you put in extra. Not because you're getting paid for it, because you program to excellence. They hire you for a job here, you can't help but to do it up here. They hired you down here, but because of your excellence, you perform it up here. They're like, man, we got to find something else for this guy because he just brings a lot of value. There it is. There's your more money. So, to wrap this up, look at yourself, ask yourself, do you want what you want? If it is, what more can you do? Because now we are in an environment that more is rewarded, not less. You have to do more. You have to do extra because you're not just competing against other people. You're competing against AI, artificial intelligence, computers, programming. The efficiencies of these new technologies you're competing against. So as a human, you need to stand out amongst your other coworkers and amongst the industry. You need to let people know, I have value to bring. I am an asset. If you're sitting at your job right now and you cannot honestly say with what you do, if they had to lay off everybody but one person, if you can't honestly say you're the one person they would keep, you're not doing enough. You're not doing enough. You got to do more. If you want to get more out of life, more monetarily, more all the benefits of more, whatever that is, you got to do more. So stay positive, stay encouraged. I know times is rough out there for a lot of you guys. You see people acting out in the news, doing stupid stuff. I just did a video about a woman who went in a store shoplifting, left her 2 underage kids, like real, like young kids in the car. She in the store shoplifting, and the car burst into flames with the kids in it. Ain't that crazy? We got to be better people. So stay positive, stay encouraged, be the best person you can be. But always ask yourself these questions. Am I doing enough to get the things that I think I want? Because we're in a different game now, people. We're in a different game of life. So appreciate you guys. See you in the next one.